You're at camp and you're killing it. You got your shelter up, you got your firewood collected. You're ready for a hot meal and the ambience glow and warmth of a campfire to kick that chill because it's January and it's freezing. But you just can't seem to get that fire going. But you're persistent, you try again and again, and you're on your 7th go around. Forget it. Just put out that fire kit, get your fire going first time, every time. So of course we can get as creative as we want when making a fire, but when it's wet, cold, and currently 2 degrees, dropping down below 0 in the evening, we just want to get that fire going, get warmed up. So let's be real. A good old-fashioned lighter. Now I know the standard for the woodsman's lighter is a Bic. Unfortunately, Bic lighters aren't something you come across too often in these parts. My clipper lighter is just as reliable. Speaking from experience, I once went for a swim with a clipper in my pocket, got out the pool, realized the lighter was in my pocket, and after a few spins of the wheel, it was back in service. So Bic, clipper, in reality, any lighter will do in a pinch. If it gets wet, no problem. Cold, high altitude, no problem. With a capacity of 20,000 strikes, the humble Ferro Rod will long outlast your lighter. For myself, it's important to have a decent Ferrocerium rod. I've had the cheap Chinese rods that you can barely hold in your hand and they barely produce any sparks. Waste of time and money. If you're gonna go good. I made this particular batch of Char Cloth over a year ago, and as you can see, it does not falter. Build yourself a tinder bundle, spark it up, and create your fire. You can grab these fire blocks, they're inexpensive. You get 64 for £1 at Poundland, the equivalent of a dollar store. You can either hit it with your lighter or fluff it up and go for it with the Ferrocerium Rod. A little DIY fire starter, cotton wool balls in Vaseline. Of course, cotton balls on their own will take a spark, but the rate at which they burn, super quick. So by coating the cotton balls in Vaseline, it gives it the ability to burn slower. Super cheap to make, super easy to light. They do the job. Another do-it-yourself fire starter, waterproof and like the cotton balls, easy to light. Simply tear the pad, expose the cotton fibers and set ablaze. These wax pads will burn for quite some time, giving you ample time to get your fire started. A video on creating these and other fire starters is in the pipeline. Coming in their very own waterproof case, these storm matches will burn bright and hot even in a storm, just like their name. An alternative way of lighting these, if you're lacking a striker, you can peel it apart and hit it with your Ferrocerium Rod. It's always a good idea to light the wick and char it before you intend to use it. By having the wick charred, it's much easier to light when you come to use it. Maybe you haven't got much fuel left in your lighter, light this and extend your flame. Or use it as a fire lighter by just placing it under your twigs, or just use it as a tea light. I obtained this magnesium rod from a faulty product that I tested. No sense in letting it go to waste. A quick lighting but also quick burning way to start a fire. Make a pile of shavings and ignite. By stripping the duct tape into little strips, we can create ourselves somewhat of a little bird's nest, and we can ignite the tape itself, or we can utilize the tape as a small platform for shavings like magnesium, fat wood, birch bark. I know it's happened to me on more than one occasion. I've made a pile of shavings and the wind has came in and blown it across the campsite, or I've just been careless and my hand has knocked the shavings as I've gone to ignite them. So by taking a strip of this and making it into a platform for our shavings, it gives us that little extra security, but not only that, it extends the fire as the tape itself holds a nice flame. You most probably scoped these out already as I pulled out the tins and these were wrapped around them. The humble bicycle inner tube. Another Poundland dollar store fire starter. Not something you necessarily want to inhale though. Given the current state of affairs in the world, it's always good to have some hand sanitizer on you. Not only is it sanitary, but it also acts as a great fire starter. So that is my personal fire kit for camping in the outdoors. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What's in your kit? Share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Now, if you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you haven't already yet, but you really want to, then please subscribe. Thank you for watching. As always, it's been emotional. I will see you on the next one.